A veteran is hired to live on and guard a property. He is taking a nap. A man in plain clothes walks into the building without knocking, without a warrant, without an invitation, and without identifying himself as law enforcement, and then puts the veteran in handcuffs for being home. Nothing in this commentary is legal advice. I am not a practicing attorney. Everything here is for educational and analytical purposes only.
41, the dog's asleep facing that way. He's on the couch. I said, you know what, I'll wait for somebody to get here in case this dog needs.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't even make contact with him, but I wanted to make sure I had something to get a dog off of him.
You're back.
Get your dog on. Put him in that big closet. He's protecting you. This ain't your house. Well, I'm the one in here for the person owning the place. Wait. Who owns it? You don't know the man? Mr. Wilson Stevenson.
The little one.
Come on. Turn your TV down. I'm working on that right now. We're doing work around the house, so you work on somebody. I don't need to. You don't? No, you just work at my house. I don't know this is your house. Well, you're up in here. This is commercial property. You gonna get ID or not? Huh? You gonna get ID for me if you're threatening me with all that red? Hold on, sir. I told you. No, allow me, sir. Sir, it's not. Don't look like you're working on it. Like you're doing smart. Let's do this, sir.
Hey, my work ain't on one.
Hey, sir, I got to get back. Seat. I got to bring it back. Can I have a seat? Can I do it with the water? How about right there? This ain't your house. This ain't your house. Where's your ID? Your ID.
It's probably out right now. That's what I was trying to figure out what ID. Right now, you just I was taking a nap. I'm kind of like thrown off right now. I can get you all the information you know that I got permission to be here.
1711 Panama City.
I just told you, Mr. Wilson Stevenson. I can call you right now on the phone. If you give me the phone, I can call him right now. You can call him by looking up who owns the property. He'll tell you who's supposed to be here.
You say your ID's in your car?
Yes, I've done shown many cops of this building that I've been supposed to be here. Huh?
Is it unlocked?
What?
Your car?
I don't know if my car is unlocked right now.
Where's your ID going to be at?
It'll be if you're looking at on my dash, my CV, it should be right next to the CV. If it's not on me right here or in my room right now.
All right.
So, hey sir, you can come out this back door right here. I can work you right to the car real easy.
Is your back going to hurt you if you do?
No, I have no problems with you showing how things. I have no more.
Can you help me?
And stuff. I'm right now. You just walked in my house right here.
As far as I know, it's not our house.
I know. I understand.
Because we've not been told. We've been told to extra patrol before.
Just don't let the door shut all the way, or we won't be able to get in.
So you don't have a key to your house?
That door doesn't. It's over the other door where y'all came in.
You see where we're going with this?
Yes, I understand.
It's kind of unusual.
The first thing you need to register here is what you are looking at. Captain Laramore is not in uniform. He is in plain clothes. He has walked into a building posted with no trespassing signs, without a warrant, without consent from the property owner, and without any exigent circumstances that a court would recognize. The Supreme Court settled the question of warrantless entry onto commercial property in C versus City of Seattle back in 1967. The court held that a business owner has a constitutional right to go about his business, free from unreasonable official entries onto his private commercial property, and that the warrant requirement applies to business premises the same way it applies to a home. The exceptions are consent from an authorized person or exigent circumstances. Genuine ones. Not a hunch that someone looks like they should not be there. Laramore had neither. Sample wakes up from a nap in his own living space to find a man in civilian clothes standing over him. He is confused. He is trying to explain he has permission to be there. He offers the property owner's name. He offers to call him right then. He says his identification is in his car and offers to walk out and get it. And Laramore's response to all of that is, "This ain't your house." He does not know that. He has not verified anything yet. He walked into a building without a warrant and decided on the spot that the man sleeping inside did not belong there. That is not reasonable suspicion. That is assumption with a badge and civilian clothes.
1711. We're going to be out front.
Sorry, that's CB. CB. You see here on my dash? The CB. See where I'm going? Behind the second steering. I see it. Right there.
This is the first time I've been out. I was looking for a little girl.
So about a month and a half ago, 2 other officers were in there screaming, yelling, "Hey, if you're in there, show up." And you're in that one locked room and wouldn't come out.
That wasn't me. Because I can tell you right now, for the last couple months,
Same vehicle. All your
go.
stuff's in there. Are you the person is this your registered owner vehicle?
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Some
Sample.
people don't want to try this here. I'm saying it's hard telling what I'm doing. Well, where I'm coming to go.
Your
It depends
vehicle's
on
here,
when.
you're here.
Not all the time. Like I said, I had my phone until this officer got a little aggressive.
Yep,
I
we're
was trying
good.
to prove that stuff. So
You do what he or she tells you to do.
Super, stand by.
Your house.
okay.
We've been told
you,
that to
you
patrol
got your
this house.
opinion, and I'll just handle it later on a different way. So.
All right. Can we get somebody on the computer to find out who this is owned by right now? Because at the point it was
Hello.
going to be sold and refurbished as those.
It was. They bought it over a year ago.
Teletype 219.
Go ahead. It belongs to a
Bar Daryl Martin Sample.
Stevenson. There's no phone number though.
We'll find something. Do you have his number offhand so we can call him? All right, I'm going to go get his phone.
219, that's a correction.
I called Mr. Wilson Stevenson, that right there. I just talked to him today, and his son John and Todd.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear it. I will. I'll do it. All right. Well, we're going to make sure everybody knows that you've got him here. I'm pretty sure he knows now that if an officer ever asks for his ID, he's damn sure better get it. All right. Thank you. Bye. All right. Well, now we're straight. Well, we didn't get dog bit. Should I not arrest him for resisting, refusing to give his ID, or should I just let him go with a warning? What do you think? What would you like? Would you like to go to jail? Would you like for me to let you out of handcuffs?
4121 Panama 97.
All right.
97.
I think a warning's appropriate.
Warning's appropriate. You got a handcuff key on.
Dispatch confirms the property owner's name. Contact is made. Everything Sample said checks out. He is exactly who he said he was, doing exactly what he said he was doing. And here is what Laramore does with that information. He tells the officer on the phone that Sample better have learned his lesson about giving ID to officers. Then he turns to Officer Chirelli and says, "And I want you to hear this clearly. Well, now we are scraped. Should I not arrest him for resisting and refusing to give his ID, or should I just let him go with a warning? What do you think? Would you like to go to jail, or would you like me to let you out of the handcuffs?" He is asking his subordinate whether to manufacture charges. On camera. After the property owner confirmed Sample had every right to be there, after the entire basis for the detention collapsed, let us be precise about what that conversation actually is. Florida Statute 843.02 makes it a crime to resist an officer in the lawful execution of a legal duty. The operative word is lawful. The entry into that building was not lawful. The detention built on that entry was not lawful. You cannot lawfully demand identification during an unlawful detention and then charge someone for refusing to provide it. The legal foundation was gone the moment Laramore walked through that door without a warrant. Chirelli recommends a warning. Sample is released. The only reason Daryl Sample went home that day without a criminal charge is because a junior officer made a better decision than his captain.
No, there's no door to lock. I don't understand what's. I can get in.
It was locked the last
Yes.
time I was here.
I understand. Most of it should be unlocked. The only one, like I said, you busted that one down. The one by the laundry room, it's the only one that's really easy to get into.
That one?
No, not this one that run around the corner. Actually, can I get some information from you?
219.
Yeah.
'Cause I got
196. Do you want us to close this call?
Ciccarelli and Sergeant Thor still 1012 speaking with him, but you can close it out. No action taken.
Super.
An incident number, and it's and the name and badge numbers of everyone. It was just you. I know my legal rights on certain things, and I do believe even what he said was wrong. So,
Well, my name is Officer Ciccarelli, badge number 219.
219.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it comes down to investigating, there's nothing wrong. Y'all, it's part of your policy, then that's how it be. But I don't believe that. Not to be thrown in handcuffs the way I was thrown in handcuffs, and hopefully that video will come out and show how aggressive he was. So, in my own spot, after I just got woken up, you saw it. I was just woken up from things, trying to explain things, and I'm worried about my dog was attacking people and this and that. You know, I'm a vet that just had things. So,
Laramore. 196 is his badge number. That's the captain.
Okay, he's the captain. That's what I'm talking about. So there should have been some kind of call for you guys to come out here to come into the building.
No.
So you just go around in the random buildings?
How many signs are out here? No trespassing. Okay.
So that means you guys are trespassing on property that you wasn't invited over to, correct?
I'm not here to...
I'm not either. I'm just going to express some more my concerns are with things. So these are things that I'll follow up about you guys' policies and laws, and we'll see if there was nothing done wrong, then hey, y'all know that I'm staying here, and they still there, go on. So let you know, guys, I'm the one here watching out for it, for you guys too. So, because every other officer comes, and come on the door, look at someone there, knock, and I come to the door, and I have a very great conversation with them. But having cops come into a building that's supposed to be no trespassing, and then do what he just did to me, I have a problem with it as an American citizen. For a person that I wouldn't have fought for and injured for it. Y'all just made a bad mark on the Panama City Police, because at first I thought y'all had some great people around here. But your captain just set up.
Anything else?
Nope. That's all I need to know right there. So I can get with my attorneys and we'll go from there. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good day.
Have a better day.
I'm going to try to.
Sample is calm, completely calm. He asks for names and badge numbers. He writes them down. He explains clearly and without aggression exactly what happened and why he has a problem with it. He points out that every other officer who came to that property knocked on the door, had a conversation, left without incident. He is right. The footage and his own account confirm it. Then he says something that lands harder than anything else in this clip. He tells the officers he is a veteran, that he was injured serving the country, and that a captain of the department he fought to protect just walked into his home without permission, put him in handcuffs, and then debated on camera whether to send him to jail for it. He is not yelling. He is not threatening anyone. He is standing outside the building he was hired to protect, telling an officer in plain, measured language that what just happened to him was wrong. He is right. He tells them he will get his attorneys and go from there. Then he thanks them and wishes them a better day. The department later reviewed the incident and found no policy violation in the detainment itself. They did find that Laramore violated the department's speech policy and ordered additional training. Additional training. For a captain who entered a property without a warrant, handcuffed a veteran in his own living space, had the charges collapse when the property owner confirmed everything the veteran said, and then asked his subordinate on camera whether to arrest the man anyway. Additional training. The final breakdown. Captain Mark Laramore. What did you do right? You were searching for a missing child. That is a legitimate and serious purpose. And when Chiarelli recommended a warning, you followed that recommendation and released Sample, rather than pushing forward with charges that had no legal foundation. What is that going to cost you? Everything else. You entered a building posted with no trespassing signs, without a warrant, without consent from the property owner, and without exigent circumstances that C versus City of Seattle or any Florida court would recognize as sufficient. The detention you built on that entry had no lawful foundation. Florida Statute 901.151 requires reasonable suspicion of criminal activity before you can demand identification. Presence in a building you assume someone did not belong in, without any evidence they lacked permission, does not meet that standard. When the property owner confirmed Sample's account, the entire basis for the detention disappeared. And what you did with that information was ask your subordinate whether to charge the man anyway, on camera. You were in plain clothes in a building that belonged to someone else. The department gave you additional training. Sample went looking for a lawyer. Those two outcomes are not proportionate to what this footage shows. Daryl Sample. What did you do right? Everything. You were woken from a nap by an unidentified man in civilian clothes, and you kept your composure. You offered the property owner's name and number immediately. You explained clearly where your identification was and offered to retrieve it. You complied physically while disputing the situation verbally. You collected names and badge numbers before anyone left the scene. You shared the footage publicly. And when it was over, you did not escalate, you did not threaten, you wished them a better day, and told them calmly and directly that you would be speaking to attorneys. What is that going to cost you? It already did. A veteran hired to protect a property was handcuffed in his own living space by a man in plain clothes who had no legal authority to be there. The department found no policy violation in that. If there is a lawyer out there watching this footage, that finding is worth a second look. Because C versus City of Seattle is not ambiguous, and neither is what happened in that building.